Okay, yes, it does work. So, as usual, or first time for you, Lisa, lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension in the lumbar spine, otherwise legs straight and rolled outward. Roll the arms outward. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Let go all tensions. And one more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most, chest or belly? And if both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. Small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And even there, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remains relaxed and open, even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long, slow, steady breath. Observe your lungs, filling up slowly and getting empty slowly. Long, slow, steady breath. Observe your whole body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. A long, slow, and steady breath. Slowly start lengthening the exhalation without forcing. Keep it easy. Keep it soft. Exhalation longer than the inhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Imagine that with every inhalation, all your tensions, physical and mental ones, get out of your body, leaving you more and more relaxed. Long, slow, steady breath. Exhalation longer than the inhalation. Use the muscles of your belly and of your rib cage to create this longer exhalation. Keeping your throat as much as you can relaxed and open. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, create an abdominal breath. Only the belly moves, not the chest. Allow your diaphragm to move. Allow your belly to move. With every inhalation, the diaphragm moves down toward the hips, pushing the belly out. With every exhalation, the navel draws down toward the spine and the diaphragm lifts up inside the ribcage. Become aware of this movement. When you inhale, the diaphragm moves down toward the hips to fill your lungs up. With the exhalation, the diaphragm moves up inside the ribcage to push the air out. Allow the diaphragm to move. Even if you feel some weird tensions around that area, especially if you feel some tensions in that area, allow your diaphragm to move. Become aware of all those movements. Become aware also of the tensions on your body, the normal tension on your body. Allow your belly to move freely and allow your diaphragm to move freely. Only the belly moves, not the chest. Observe your breath. Observe the expansion, the contractions, and the tensions. Keep this face relaxed. And just focus the movement on your belly and diaphragm. At the end of your next breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Just for a brief moment. And now take control again and create a breath that starts on the belly and then expand on the chest. Exhale first on the belly. Allow the navel moving toward the spine, and then allow the ribcage to become more compact. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, belly, chest. Keep it easy and soft. Even when you control your breath, keep it easy and soft. Three more breaths. At the end of the third, go back to a normal breath, not controlled. And just feel. Observe your body. Observe your breath. Becoming lighter and lighter, more and more silent. Observe your body. Becoming more and more relaxed. On the next breath, bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably, cross-legged. Cross-legged position, easy pose. Put your hands right over the knees. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Bring the navel gently toward the spine, but not without contracting too much the abdominal muscles. It's just an easy activation. And keeping this part of your body a little bit more compact than usual, but not really contracted. Create circles with your hips along the spine. Lift on one side. Keep the sternum lifted, later. Yes. Okay. Turn also on the other side. Now still in a cross-legged position. Inhale, roll your hips forward, but push the spine, push the shoulders back. Expand your chest. Exhale, roll your hips backward. Round your spine, move the chin over the base of the throat. Inhale, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, round your spine, look at your belly. And one more time. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Straighten your legs for Dandasana. Flex your feet. Roll your thighs inward and push the lumbar spine forward. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward and push the thumbs back to open your chest. Move the hands over the ground without touching the ground. And keep on pushing the thumbs back. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Push the thighs down. Big toes touching, heels apart. Now, bend your right leg and slide the right ankle under the left knee. Not closer to the hips, just under the knee. Without moving the right leg, bend the left leg just in front. And again, without moving the feet closer, so keep the right tibia parallel to the hips. That's the idea. Put your hands right over your knees. So you're in a cross-legged position, but it's wider, way wider than usual. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the spine straight or gently arched. Tilt your hip forward and start moving forward, leaning forward. If it's more comfortable for you, you can put your elbows over the knees or the hands down, but keeping the spine straight. If you have a little bit more, a little bit too much pressure on the outer ankle, flex your feet a little bit more, but don't move your feet closer to the hips. Keep on tilting the hips forward, keeping the spine straight. When you reach your maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. And observe the stretch that you have around the hips, buttocks, even upper thighs for someone. At the end of the 3rd breath, unbend your spine and go all the way down. Relax your face, unclench your jaw. Allow the head to move down, completely down. Just relax. Okay. If you have some intense feelings, especially around the hips, this is completely normal because you're working on it with this. But relax your belly. Use just the gravity to go forward. Just let go. Relax your belly. Relax the whole upper body. Belly, chest, back, neck, shoulders, arms. Relax your face. And really slowly come back up. Straighten your legs for Dandasana again. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Bend your left leg. Slide the left ankle under the right knee. Just under the right knee. Without moving the left leg, bend the right leg in front. So the left tibia is parallel to the hips. And the right one, move forward just a little bit. If you feel some tension on the outer ankle, flex your feet and keep it flat. Don't move your feet closer to the hips. Put your hands over the knees, stand, lift the shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward, and start leaning forward, keeping your spine straight. Go to your maximum, still keeping your spine straight. When you reach your maximum, stay there for 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, unmute your spine and let go. Just relax. Use your gravity. Use the gravity to let go, not the force of the muscles to go forward. Relax your belly, chest, back, shoulders, arms, hands. Relax your face, your throat. Unclench your jaw. And observe. Observe your body. Observe where you feel more tension, where you feel restricted. When you're working in that way, you're simply giving freedom to your body. Even if you're gonna feel the muscles working, and it's normal. You're shaping your body in order to give more energy to your body. Really slowly. Come back up. And put your feet in Baddha Konasana. So the base of the feet together and the knees moving to the side. Keep the feet quite far away from the hips. Tilt your hip forward. And again, let go. Even there, relax your upper body. Relax your arms, your hands. Relax your face, your neck. Relax your shoulders, your back, your belly. And then start working on your breath and create a breathing cycle with the exhalation longer than the inhalation. So inhale and exhale really slowly. Just focus on your breath. Three more breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, I wanted to activate the Mula Bandha just for the exhalation, if you know how to activate the Mula Bandha. Just for the exhalation for 3 breaths. If you don't know how to activate the Mula Bandha, don't worry. I'm gonna talk about it maybe later. But just breathe with a really long exhalation. At the end of the 3rd one, really slowly take your time and come back up. Just waiting for relaxed Tara. Okay, that's good. Was a really long exhalation. It was good. Put your hands right over the knees or in front of the knees and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side. And on the other side. Okay, now stop the movement. And we're going to work just a little bit on the Mula Bandha. So the Mula Bandha is an activation of the pelvic floor, around the pelvic floor, that will create a set of lock, energetic lock, that will keep the energy in. So to activate this lock, you need to activate the pelvic floor. But the idea is really to do a saddle activation. So when you, the easiest way to understand how to contract the pelvic floor is to imagine that you want to stop peeing. When you do so, you really just clench the pelvic floor. The idea is to do this movement, but the lightest possible. So as soon as you feel that some muscle starts the activation, you can stop there. You don't need to contract it even more. Because actually, since we're working on the energetical level is lighter, more subtle compared to the physical one. So as soon as you start the activation of the muscles, the lock is already locked. It's just a, you just need a subtle activation. And if you contract a little bit too much, not only that area, but every muscle of our body. When you contract the muscle a little bit too much, then the energetical channels will be squeezed. So nothing will flow. So the idea is to, also in yoga, is to keep the position, but in the more relaxed way possible, in order to allow the energy to flow. So just for the Mula Bandha, now I want you to just activate and release, activate and release. Just keep on doing. Subtle activation. As soon as you feel some light movement on the pelvic floor, just release. Activate and release, activate and release, activate and release. It's an internal movement, so you won't feel anything, you won't see anything on me, but I'm doing it. So just activate and release, activate and release, activate and release. Now, like we did in Baddha Konasana, inhale, activate, and keep the activation, this light activation, for the whole exhalation. At the end of the exhalation, release and inhale. Activate, exhale. Release, inhale. 3 more. Relax the hands. Okay. Now, bring the 2 knees together. Lean back and grab your knees. Find balance. And allow the head to move down toward the chest. Close your eyes and keep the balance. Start breathing in a deeper way and observe that when you breathe deeply, your body will move back and forth just a tiny bit. Even there, it's not a huge movement. So I want you to feel it. Observe that your breath has a direct impact on your stability. And you can play with your breath to allow your body to move gently back and forth. You can use your breath to find the stability again. Once that you found your stability again, I want you to activate and release the Mula Bandha. And I want you to feel the outcome, the consequence of activating and releasing just the Mula Bandha. So it's a saddle activation. It's something small, but it has an effect on your stability, on your balance. Really slowly lift your head and your tibias. Put your arms parallel to the tibias. Keep the two knees together. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward to have the palm of the hand facing the sky. And keeping the two knees together. Bring the right feet down toward the ground. As soon as you touch the ground, bring it back parallel to the ground. Left down and up. Right down and up. Left down and up. Right down and up. Left down and up. Right down. All the way up and parallel to the ground. Left down. All the way up and parallel to the ground. One more time. Right down. Up, up. Parallel. Left down. Up, up. Parallel. Cross your legs. Lean forward and enter a tabletop position. Put your hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Keep the knees together. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward, push the spine up to the sky and look at your belly. Inhale, roll your hips forward, allow the spine to drop, slide the shoulder blades over the waist and look straight in front of you. Exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch your back. Inhale, stretch from the belly to the chin. And one more time. Exhale, belly. Inhale, up. Okay. Now, inhale fully. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Lift the right knee and move the right knee toward the forehead. Inhale, straighten your legs back. And roll the legs slightly inward to keep the hips squared. Roll the leg inward, Lisa. You have the hips a little bit too high. Bend your knee with the exhalation, move the knee toward the forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Keep the hips squared. Pay attention on the hips. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. And one more time. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Keep your legs straight, straight back. Lean on the right hand and lift the left hand. Palm of the left hand facing right. Push with the right hand against the ground. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist and look in front of you. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, left hand down, right knee down. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Lift the left knee and move the left knee toward the forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. And again, roll the leg inward to keep the hips squared. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. 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 Keep your legs straight. Lean on the left hand. Lift the right arm. Roll it outward to have the palm of the right hand facing left. Push with the left hand against the ground to lift the chest. Shoulder blades toward the waist and look in front of you. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, tabletop position again. And create circles with your hips and lumbar spine. Both on one side. And on the other side. Okay, now step back with your knees. Put your feet as wide as the mat. Roll the arms outwards, slide the shoulder blades over the waist and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, tuck your toes under. Roll the arms outward. Push your buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. And really slowly start straightening your legs. Push the chest toward the toes, toward the knees even. And go back down again. Okay. Now, inhale. With the exhalation, lift your buttocks just a few centimeters. Lift your knees just a few centimeters. Okay, now from that position, move the buttocks toward the heels and move the chest to the knees. Try and touch with the chest your thighs. And really slowly, without allowing the chest to move away from the thighs, lift your hips and straighten your legs. But the leg straight is not the priority. The priority is to have the arms in line with the spine. So Lisa, bend your knees and push the chest over the knees. More. That's the idea. Okay. Tara, pay attention on the upper extension of the knees. Okay. And now, down again in tabletop position. So we're gonna just work in a little bit on this opening, which is not easy at the beginning, but it's what will help you be in Adho Mukha Svanasana in an easy way and in a better way for your body. Because when you're in a position like that, this is not Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, so that's why the priority is not the legs, but the upper body. The upper body has to be like that. Okay, so to have this opening, we have to work on the shoulders. So, tabletop position, keeping the hands as wide as the at the shoulder. Move the belly in. So lengthen your lumbar spine and keep the activation of the abdominal muscles while you walk forward with your hands. Keep the distance of your shoulders and push the chest down. Keep the arms straight and active and push the chest down. The feeling that you're experiencing now around the shoulders and around the arms, shoulder blades, are exactly the same that you have to experience in Adho Mukha Svanasana. So keep on pushing the chest down, keeping the buttocks right above the knees, arms straight and active. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing. It's not the end of the world. And at the end of the 3rd, come back. It's not so lovely at the beginning, I know. And yeah, sorry, Lisa, we're gonna do it again. Just one quick question. I know that Tara, you have it. Ruth, do you have 4 blocks? Yay! So take 2 blocks each. Put the 2 blocks on the front of the mat. And in this position. So the higher position and with the mid-length perpendicular to the mat. Now, sit on your heels with your knees as wide as the mat. Tilt your hip forward and start walking forward with your hands. Then put your forearms over the blocks, roll the arms outward and push the 2 shoulders away from each other. And start push the chest down. If you need to move the blocks, go ahead. But keep the shoulders wide and the arms completely straight and active till the tip of your fingers. Keep on moving the chest down. Arms active. And even in this position, move the sternum forward. Three breaths. Keep the arms completely straight Palm of the hand facing down. Now, lift your head, just the head, and look at your hands. Observe that when you do this, you're activating other muscles around the shoulder blades. Become aware of those muscles, because I want you to feel exactly the same muscles also in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep the arms straight. Arms straight means that you have not a bend in the elbows. And really slowly come up. Put the 2 blocks away. And again, tabletop position, preparation for Adho Mukha Svanasana. So just to give you another small instrument, since you have to have the shoulders away from the ears and rolled outward to have the inner part of the elbows facing forward, turn the head just a little bit out in order to have the index finger pointing forward, but the middle ring and small are pointing outward, out of the mat. Okay? Now, step back with your knees so it will be easier to push the chest or the knees, and put the feet as wide as the mat. Tuck your toes under, belly in. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Okay, and keep it there. Now, really slowly take your time. Move the buttocks back and shoulders down. Move the chest as much as you can close to the chest and to the thighs, and really slowly, without moving the shoulders, recreate the same feelings that you had before. And the priority is not the knees. So if you need to keep the knees bent, this is not a problem. But I want you to have the upper body straight. The knees doesn't have to move forward. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd, stay there for 3 more. But I want you to activate the Mula Bandha for the exhalation. Keep on moving the chest over the knees. The priority is still the upper body, not the knees, not the legs. I don't care if the legs are bent. I do care if the spine and shoulders are not straight and contracted. At the end of the 3rd breath, with the activation of Mula Bandha and the exhalation, pay attention on the upper extension of the knees. Yes. Step back with your hands. For Uttanasana. Now, keep your legs straight, tilt your hip forward, and allow the upper body to relax completely. Keep the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. And activate your thighs in order to give the message to your body, to your hamstring, to lengthen. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands over the waist, bend your knees and come up. Okay. In the middle of the mat, with the legs wide. Roll the right leg outward, right feet pointing to the right, Roll the left leg inward to have the feet roughly at 45 degrees. Okay. Now, tilt your hip to the right. Okay, belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, straighten your arms, and keep it parallel to the ground. Activate your right thigh, like you want to lift your neck up toward the hips. And keeping the hips tilted to the right, lean to the right, still keeping the arms parallel to the ground. Stay there. Go to your maximum, but stay there. I want you to push the right big toe down to the ground. But roll the right leg outward. Now, allow the right hand to move inside the right leg and push with the back of the hand against the leg in order to twist your torso up to the side. Lift the sternum, push the left shoulder back and straighten your left leg, the left arm. Move the two shoulders back. And allow that when you do this, the left hip moves gently forward. Roll the arms outward and move the shoulders away from the ears. You don't have any tension on the neck, then turn your head to look at your left hand. Keep on lifting the sternum. Don't drop your head. Keep it in line with the spine. Really slowly, without moving the legs and the torso. Lift just the arms parallel to the ground. Don't lift the torso. And really slowly now, imagine that someone is pulling your left hand back to lift your body up. Turn to the left. Left feet pointing to the left, right feet at 45 degrees. Keep the two legs active, stable, grounded. Belly in, sternum lifted. Tilt your hip to the left. Straighten your arms. Keep it parallel to the ground. Activate your left thigh and really slowly start leaning to the left. Get attention on the hyperextension of the knees. When you reach your maximum, allow the left hand to move inside the left leg and push to twist the torso. Lift the right arm up and move the two shoulders back. More. Lift the sternum and twist the torso up like you want to show your heart to the sky. That's the idea. Now, without compromising the legs and the torso, straighten your arms parallel to the ground. Don't lift your body up. Stay there. We're reinforcing our body. And really slowly come back up. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Big toes touching, heels lightly apart. Belly in. Tilt your hip gently back in order to be more compact. And even then, lift the sternum Shoulder blades down. Close your eyes. And observe your body, observe your stability. Observe the pressure on your feet. Your body is moving, and it's normal. You're alive. And the energy inside your body is moving. So it is normal that your body is moving a bit. You're still in Tadasana. You're still standing tall. But your body is gently moving. Observe that your body is a little bit more on the right feet or on the left feet. If the weight is more toward the toes or the heels, or if it's centered. Observe if you have more pressure on the outer side of the feet or on the inner side of the feet, or if it's centered again. Just become aware of yourself. Just know your starting position. Now, knowing your starting position, find a centered balance. And visualize some roots starting at the base of your feet and going down deep into the earth, giving you stability, but also giving you force, strength. Still with your eyes closed, I want you to feel, not to see. I want you to feel those things. One that is centered, one that is grounded, rooted. Push with the feet against the ground to grow taller. You're rooted, but the whole body move up to the sky. So activate your legs in order to push the hips, chest, and head up to the sky. And now, without compromising this moving up to the sky, the outer part of your body, so shoulders, arms, and hands, move down toward the ground, like you want to touch the ground, also with the hands. So the central part of your body move up to the sky, and the lateral one move down to the ground. Tadasana is a mountain pose, and mountain is a connection between the earth and the sky. Become a connection. Central part of your body move up to the sky. The lateral one move down toward the ground. Rounded, rooted, strong, stable. Your muscles are active. Also, the arms are completely straight and active. Till the tip of your fingers, the hands too. Really want to touch the ground. Move it down toward the ground. And now, still with your eyes closed. Still in Tadasana. Release the muscles and observe. Observe how your body moves. Start moving again. And observe the small feelings, even physical ones, that you may experience around the head, third eye, belly, hands, tip of the fingers. Become aware of all those small feelings. Open your eyes and find the drista, fixed point in front of you. Keeping this twisty. Lean on the left leg and lift the right one. Open the knee to the side. Without touching the feet with the hands, put your feet in contact with the left leg. Yay, good. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the shoulders away from the ears again. And really slowly. Lift your hands and put it in line with the top of the head, but keep some space between the head and the arms. And there, still keeping your balance, your stability. You're still rooted. Lift gently your chin without losing your drishti. Stay there. Really slowly. Open the arms and push the thumbs back to open your chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, really slowly lower your arms and your right feet. Still keeping your drishti. Lean on the right leg, lift the left one, open the left knee to the side and put your left feet in contact with the right knee. Keep the right knee gently bent in order to be more reactive to find balance. Keep the belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, put your hands in prayer position and just in front of the chest. And really slowly. Lift your hands and put it in line with the top of the head. Keep some space between the head and the arms. And still keeping your drishti, lift your chin. Stay there. Really slowly. Open your arms and push the thumbs back to open your chest. And really slowly lower your arms and feet. Go back to Tadasana. Big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Pull the back of the head up to the sky. Stay there, just for a brief moment. And again, feel. Really slowly, go down to the ground. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. If you feel any tension on the lumbar spine, you can put a bolster under your knees or even a chair under your calf. Even there, move the shoulders away from the ears. Keep some space, lengthen your cervical spine. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground. Close your eyes. And just for the first moments of Shavasana, observe your body. Observe the feelings, emotions that may rise up. Observe all the muscles that he worked, that he activated. Before relaxing completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodayat Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodayat swa tatsaviturvarenyam Bargo devasya dhimai Diyo yonat prachodayat. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Gently stretch your body. Bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Nirnana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Thumb and index finger together, palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. Close your eyes. But even there, keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep the shoulders as much as you can relaxed. Face relaxed, throat relaxed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.